So today we shall be learning about the absorption laws, basically known as the Lambert-Beer law. So many of the times when we study spectroscopy or absorption of light, we come to know that there is a law that governs the absorption of light by the molecules. So these are the two laws which are actually representing that how the absorption of light occurs by the molecule. So they govern regarding the absorption of light by molecules. Now these are two different laws and we shall be understanding them separately. So first of all, let us start with the Lambert's law. Now what does the Lambert's law mean? When a beam of monochromatic light or we can say monochromatic radiations also, sometimes in the books it is written as monochromatic radiation, it passes through a homogeneous absorbing medium, it will pass through a homogeneous medium the rate of decrease of intensity of radiation with the thickness of absorbing medium is proportional to the intensity of the incident radiation. Now this is the point which is to understand that the rate of decrease in intensity of light, or we can say the intensity of radiation with thickness of medium. So this is dependent upon the thickness of medium. Now this is proportional to intensity of incident radiation. So this is directly proportional to the intensity of incident radiation. So the expression being drawn for this is written as the derivative of the intensity of light is equal to Ki. Now the different parameters are represented, such as the I refers to the intensity of the radiation after passing through a thickness x of the medium. So it is intensity of radiation after passing through a medium of thickness x. Now the differential coefficient such as di, this refers to the rate of decrease of intensity of radiation with thickness of absorbing medium. So this is the rate of decrease of intensity with the thickness of absorbing medium. Whereas the whole differential expression of di upon dx refers to the rate of decrease of intensity with the thickness of the absorbing medium. So the next will be the K, that is proportional to this K. This will be the proportionality constant, or also known as absorption coefficient. We can simply say it as an absorption coefficient So now let us start with the expression. Let I naught be the intensity of radiation before entering the absorbing medium. So this will be the intensity of light or radiation before entering the medium. Then I will be equal to, we can say, the intensity of radiation after passing through any thickness, say x of the medium. So this will be intensity of radiation after passing through a medium. Let it be of thickness x. Now students, we have learned that di upon dx is the expression for rate of decrease of intensity. So this is the infinitesimally small decrease in the intensity of radiation when passing through an infinitesimally small thickness. So very small change in the intensity of the radiations after passing through a very small thickness. So the expression can be further integrated to see the mathematical expression for this. For example, let us start with the integration of the expression of di upon I from the values of I naught to the I. That will be equal to integration of, where values will be from x of 0 to x equal to x. So this expression is further changed from this one. So this is, we can say, the I was replaced to the denominator on the left hand side and dx is multiplying to the absorption coefficient. See here. So after the integration expression, it comes to ln of I upon I naught equal to minus kx, or simply this can be I upon I naught is equal to e raised to power minus kx. Or further simplifying, that will be equal to I equal to I naught multiplied by e raised to power minus kx. So the intensity of the radiation absorbed. Now what will be the intensity of the radiation absorbed? That is represented by IABS equals to intensity of light before entering the medium minus the intensity of light after passing through the medium. So it can be simply I naught minus I naught e raised to power minus kx and then when changing to the log base 10, it can be simplified into I is equal to I naught 10 raised to power minus ax. So this can only be written by changing the natural logarithm to base 10. So by changing, I am writing here, by changing natural logarithm, that is generally represented by ln to the base 10. So this is represented as log base 10. So this expression can only be obtained after the following mathematical changes. So here A stands for the extinction coefficient of the absorbing medium. So this is the extinction coefficient of absorbing medium. Where A is equal to K upon 2.303. So, after changing the values to the log base 10. So, for the ultraviolet spectrum, the region from 200 millimicrons to 380 millimicrons called the quartz region. So, basically the quartz region with the spectrum of 200 millimicrons to 380 millimicrons. This is usually considered. Now, let us moving to the next law known as the Beer's law. So, what is the Beer's law? This law states that when a beam of monochromatic radiation is passed through a solution of an absorbing substance. So, this is for the solution of absorbing substance. When a beam of monochromatic radiations passes through a solution of absorbing medium, the rate of decrease of intensity of radiation with the thickness of absorbing solution is proportional to the intensity of incident radiation as well as concentration of the solution. Now, here comes the another value of concentration of the solution. So, the rate of decrease in intensity of radiation with respect to the thickness of absorbing solution is proportional to intensity of incident radiation as well as the concentration of the solution. So, here comes another factor, the concentration of solution. Previously in the Lambert's law, it was only proportional to the intensity of incident radiation, but now the value of concentration of the solution also comes into the fact. So, mathematically this law is the derivative of decrease in the intensity of light is proportional to K dash I C. So, where C is the concentration. So, C is the concentration of solution, usually in moles per liter, represented in moles per liter, where I is the intensity of the light passing through the medium and Di is the infinitesimally small change in the intensity of radiation on passing through a very small thickness. So, let the I naught be the intensity of the radiation before entering the absorbing medium, then the values after integrating will be becoming, so integrating the expression from I naught to I, that will be equal to, values will be from x0 to x K dash C dx. So, after the integration solving it, it becomes I equals to I naught e raised to power minus K dash C x. So, by changing the natural logarithm to the log base 10, it can be simplified equal to I is equal to I naught dot 10 raised to power minus a Cx, A dash Cx. So where A dash will be equal to K dash upon 2.303. So these are the natural values of log base 10, and A dash is the molar extinction coefficient of absorbing solution. So this can also be stated that when a monochromatic light is passed through a solution of absorbing substance, its absorption remains constant when the concentration and thickness of the absorption layer are changed in inverse ratio. So alternatively, on combining the two laws, that are the Lambert-Beer laws, can be formulated that after, I am writing here, after combining two laws, the Lambert-Beer law states that log I naught upon I is equal to epsilon C L equals to A. So what are the different expressions that are representing, where A stands for absorbance. So A is the absorbance. L stands for path length of the sample. So this is usually path length of sample, and this is a constant value, usually around 1 centimeter. C represents the concentration of solution, in moles per liter, and epsilon represents the molar extinction coefficient or molar absorptivity. So this is the molar extinction coefficient or we can say the molar absorptivity I naught is the intensity of incident light. So it is the intensity. We are having a very less space here, so I shall be writing it here. It is the intensity of incident light and I will be the intensity of transmitted light. The intensity of transmitted light. So students, this is the combined Lambert-Beer's law, you can see here. So this is very important, but it also having certain limitations when different forms of absorbing molecules are in equilibrium, such as in keto-enol tautomerism. This law is not applicable or not obeyed at all, or when fluorescent compounds are present. So in presence of fluorescent compounds, the Lambert-Beer law fails. And moreover, when solute and solvent form complexes through some sort of association, so some weak van der Waals forces or other weak interactions come into place, the Lambert-Beer law is not obeyed at all. So I hope now the Lambert-Beer's law and its applicability in the UV spectroscopy and visible spectroscopy is clear to you all.